So my name is Brayton Dorr, and this is my law assignment for Business 137. So I was given the COBRA Act, or the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act of 1986. It's called this. It was actually signed in 1985, but it didn't go into effect until 1986. According to thebalance.com, it states that this act requires companies with 20 or more employees to give workers and their families so-called COBRA coverages to extend healthcare insurance. And then the employees have the option of continuing this coverage even after they quit, or laid off, or have their hours reduced to below full time, where they no longer qualify for that. So the employee, spouse, dependents have an 18-month retention period after any of those things. If you can become Medicare eligible for Medicare, get divorced, or your spouse dies, the employee's family is eligible for the coverage for 36 months. Children who are no longer dependent also can keep it for up to 36 months. And lastly, what it states is basically the rates won't stay the same. So with these things, the rates will go up depending on what it is, because the employee is the one who pays most of the rates for those healthcare coverages. Now, for the court cases, what that looks like is, according to news.bloomberglaw.com is where I got this one from, and this is actually with Home Depot. So, from everything I've read, the most common type of settlement against companies is going to be they don't give enough time, that benefits are running out, that they qualify for benefits. Basically, they do a really poor job at giving their employees the information that they even have these COBRA coverages. And so Home Depot is supposed to pay upwards of $815,000 to the Seattle COBRA notice claims, because they did not offer those things to them. This settlement alone covers a little over 44,000 people. Now, with that in mind, this is very small amounts. It's $10.71 each per person. So very, very small. And you have to submit a claim in order to receive this. It's not just given out, and that number will most likely go down. This was in August of 2021, so this has most likely already been resolved. Or it has already been resolved, I'm sorry. Interestingly enough, it covers a lot of employees, so this kind of shows what I was talking about prior, is that they do a bad job of getting the information to the employees. This affects more than 44,000 people. That's more than just one or two stores. That's thousands of stores. It doesn't take 1,000 people to run one Home Depot. It takes maybe 100. And on that alone, you're looking at 4,400 stores. So when you look at the assignment, it actually says a lot of these would be hard to find ones where they fail. And in my case, I've been looking for about 20 minutes, and I've not been able to find a single case where it was upheld. Walmart has been brought into it as well, and they've had to pay massive settlements for it. I've also seen a couple other Fortune 500 companies having to pay out for their dividends, like paying out for not getting this information to them quick enough. There's nothing that I've been able to see that would show that it could be won, though, as well as my argument that if you have eligibility for this amount of time, and that information is not given to you, and you're not paid correctly, and you're overcharged for things, then that's awesome. But when it comes to the case winning, that would mean that I would have to go after you because my time ran out and you wouldn't give me insurance. But then the court would say, no, that's wrong, and they would not have to give me insurance. From what I've found, this has not been the case. Everything that I've been able to see, again, I've been looking for 25, 30 minutes, is that these companies are not providing appropriate access to this information. They're not providing appropriate access to the program itself, and therefore they are having to pay out settlements to thousands upon thousands of employees.